Welcome back
to TAE Time Podcast. How's everyone? How's everything? How are you?
I'm all right. I got a tooth taken out. So
How's that feeling?
I think the pain meds are helping, but the pain meds last night weren't helping because they had caffeine in them, so I couldn't sleep, and my voice is a little bit gone. You know what that's from?
Where is that from?
I went to a concert over the weekend.
Oh, did you? Come on, tell us about it. Who was it? Where was it? What's the story?
It was in the TAE Arena, and it was drumroll. I'm just kidding. It was 50 Cent performing. We went for my friend's birthday.
Ooh.
So it was like really convenient that, he was playing on her birthday. It was extra special.
Extra special birthday present.
Yeah. It was okay. It was a little bit mid. A little bit.
50 Cent stands are coming for you now.
I know. Plenty of those in the crowd. Apparently someone jumped from the up top down in the standing.
Really? Like while it was going on or before that?
Apparently while it was going on. I didn't see it, but apparently.
Well, it's not that far, isn't it? I haven't been there in a bit.
I think you'd survive the fall.
Yeah.
But like you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, crushing someone in it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It was okay. I think maybe he just wasn't that great at interacting with the crowd. Felt it felt a bit flat,
Like there wasn't extra pizzazz, any oomph, any energy there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I feel like, I'm just kind of comparing it to all the other artists, say like Longitude, or even Kendrick Lamar, Burna Boy, and I just felt like they were able to like talk to the crowd in between songs, and not that that's a necessity, but it just feels a bit more natural.
It just keeps you more invested, I guess.
Yeah. Whereas it was just song after song. Like there wasn't even like
back to back, no delay, no little chit chats, no nothing. Just back to back to back to back.
There's some stuff he said at some point, but it just fell a bit flat.
Well, 50 Cent, that's some critique for you there now, so you can
do better.
Maybe improve on your craft of performing now.
On his craft.
So. But I don't think he cares, honestly. I think he's just doing it for money. Like this.
Do you reckon?
He just has a fuck ton of money. He's just doing it for money.
How old is he? Like 50?
I'm not too sure actually. He's old enough though. He's old enough.
He's keeping well though.
Yeah.
Maintaining himself.
Yeah, sure. Big guy. People were bare scared of him when he was young.
Really?
Yeah, he used to go around like beating the shit out of people if you fucked with him, like with his bare hands, like in a fist fight. No one could beat him. When back in the block, he was really about that life.
Oh, so there's a history.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware. Damn. That's crazy, girl. But no, he's looking well for an older person, I guess.
Yeah, no, he's doing well for himself. But besides that, anything else? You get up to anything else much before the weekend?
I got my nails done.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, they're like summery. Well, they're ready for the festivalin. I'm gonna redo them, obviously. But it was just like I wanted to see if it worked, if I liked them.
Trying to get ready, festival fit, outfits, prep, makeup, everything,
Yeah, I just got my Shein package. I can't wait to try everything on. But how about yourself? How you been?
Just working that in it. Fucking constantly driving up and down to Chile the past 3 weeks. But besides that, it's calm. But besides enough of that boring stuff for a relation to me, let's get into today's hot topic.
Okay, so this week we're coming back to you guys with the Reddit stories. It seems that you guys like them, so why not? We saved a couple more.
Facts.
I'm gonna share some here, and then as usual we'll discuss, give our takes, and then you can give yours. How about that? Okay, great. Here we go into the first story of today, which Farouk sent to me. We have, am I the asshole for picking my mom to be in the delivery room while I give birth and not my husband? I am currently 8.5 months pregnant with my first child. It has not been an easy pregnancy, and I have been on bed rest for the past month. Since we live in the US and our insurance is crap, I had to take a leave of absence from work without pay. My husband has had to take on extra time at work to compensate for my lost income, so he's barely home, and when he's in when he is home, he's exhausted. My mom has been staying with us since I went on bed rest because I need so much help with pretty much everything. She was an ER nurse before she retired and has been godsend. I know we couldn't have made it without her help. The hospital I am giving birth at is still using COVID restrictions for the delivery room. We are only allowed one other person besides me. Because my mom has been with me for the past month, taking me to the doctor, taking care of all my needs, etc. I'm feeling much more comfortable and at ease with her. I decided that I want to be in the delivery room with me. I want her to be in the delivery room with me because she's been so much more present for everything than my husband has. I told my husband about my decision over this past weekend, and he did not take it well. He claimed I'm denying him a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm putting my mother over him. I told him it has nothing to do with me placing my mom over him, and this is solely about my comfort. He tried to argue with me about it, but I told him to do not have the energy to debate him on this, and that is my decision and is final.
Jeez. Nah.
So you're a male.
No, like she's the absolutely asshole in this scenario. Because it's not like he wasn't there for her because he didn't want to be. He was working so they could afford to do everything they're planning on doing, like raising this child.
Can stay at home.
Yeah, like, you know, because she took a leave of absence. It's like, all right, we can't afford everything we are without the two income sources, so I need to work more so we can like do whatever. And now she's like, oh, you weren't here for a month, so I'd rather my mom because she was here for me. Bro, I've been busting my ass so you could be at home with your mom.
With your mom.
Like, and you're going to be like, nah, you can't see the birth of your first, like, child. Nah.
How would you feel as a father?
I'd be vexed.
Okay.
I'd be vexed. He's right. He's rightfully vexed. Like, that's such a shit scenario. Like, and she's very inconsiderate. So inconsiderate. She's not thinking about she's like, oh, he's just not home. But not thinking, why is he doing this? Why is he not home? Because he's trying to fucking make sure we can afford to do all the stuff that we're currently doing right now. So no, like maybe you have a different perspective, like, but like, nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I have a completely different perspective. I'm just kidding. I think, yeah, she's really seeing her partner in such a negative light when there is no negative light there. I think he's doing his absolute best, you know, trying to be there for her and trying to have her as comfortable as possible at home while he's putting out all the extra work. And I think it's so unfair to take that away from him.
Yeah,
especially since, did she say her mom was a nurse or something?
Yeah,
and like her mom already gave birth to someone. She's, you know, she's had the support system.
She's done it, like, you know, and nah, I don't rate that. That's fucking wild, man.
I think as much as you want, because I feel like, you know, having your mom there, I can see that kind of comfort, you know, especially since she's being present throughout it all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like nice, but it's at the end of the day,
it's my kid too.
It's your kid. You deserve to see.
Like,
to
imagine it's like, yeah, you can come in after my mom leaves and
after she's picked up the baby.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
For me also, I can't imagine not needing that kind of support from your partner, because what's he like? That's what you guys are doing together.
Yeah,
You're
it's
bringing
like
life together.
It's a duo, like, you know, that's like the whole idea. You both like brought this life into the world, so you should both be there to see it come in, like, but she's just like, you weren't here for a month, so haha, no.
She sounds really sour about it, though. I feel like she's a bit like...
Yeah, no, I don't like her.
Anyway, weird. Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. She is. On to the next story. Am I the asshole for thinking the ring my boyfriend got me was an engagement ring? Throw away because I think my boyfriend is on here. My boyfriend and I went out for 6-month anniversary this weekend, and towards the end of the dinner, he said he had a gift for me and handed me a box. It was a gorgeous ring, and I guess the title of this reveals that I was confused this gift as a proposal. I teared up and screamed, yes, repeatedly, and other people clapped and cheered. My boyfriend looked confused and kind of awkward the rest of the night, but before I found out this was a mistake, I assumed he was just shocked that I said yes. Fast forward to today, I had him over and asked him when we should start telling friends, family, and other plans, and that's when he finally said, Yeah, about that. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but I didn't mean to propose. My mom and I just thought that would be a perfect first gift. I just laughed it off at first and said, "Oh well, that will make a really funny story for our wedding," and he corrected me that there was no wedding yet. He said this was going too fast and that we shouldn't be getting married for at least another 2 years. I was really heartbroken and called him an asshole, and that it was stupid of him to get me a ring if he wasn't proposing. A necklace or something would have made more sense if he was going to give me jewelry. He called me an asshole for being ungrateful and jumping to conclusions and putting him in this position in the first place. This was our first really big fight and I ended up kicking him out. I called my parents about this today, and my dad seemed to think that he is the asshole, but my mom says I was being a complete idiot because it's not like he got on one knee and actually asked me to marry him. Am I the asshole?
I think they're both just dumb in this scenario. Like, one, her for just automatically being like, "Oh yeah, ha 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 ha," marriage, even though man didn't even say, "Will you marry me?"
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to get on one knee, but he didn't even say,
Spiel.
"Will you marry?" He didn't do any spiel. He just gave you a. It's like, "Oh, here's a present." He literally said, "Like, I have a surprise for you." Then you give it to her, and it's like, Any normal sane person should be like, "Yeah, no, that's just a ring, like the present." But at the same time, my man, why would you be giving a ring as a present? That's so mixed signals. But also at the same time, my problem is in the fact that he gave a ring as a present. Why did it take him so long to tell her, "Yo, I didn't propose"?
But she's like, yeah, about that. What
Because
happened a week ago?
she's like, "Oh, when we're going to tell people?" I'm like, "Bro, did you not tell her right after the dinner to be like, yo, I didn't mean that." Obviously, you do it after the dinner, so it's not awkward. But you're like, "Oh, sorry, there was a miscommunication. That's just a present. I wasn't trying to propose to you. Why did it take so long?"
Yeah, I think that's the only fault in this story. I think her assuming it was an engagement ring makes sense.
It doesn't.
Like, even like a promise ring or something, because it's just not a gift you get someone after 6 months.
No,
Like,
some
it's
people are
not-
like, "Oh, it rings, jewelry," but like, unless there's something followed with that ring, it's not a proposal. Like,
don't know.
unless there is a proposal followed with
Yeah.
the ring, it's not a proposal.
But maybe, like, maybe you think that he's so nervous to say anything that you're like, oh my god, because have you ever seen proposals? I watch a lot of proposals. I love them. I get all mushy, and sometimes a girl just starts screaming yes before there's anything.
But usually he's already down on one knee.
It depends.
Yeah, like, or there's something. It's not like, "I have a surprise for you."
Yeah, maybe that's just his style of proposing.
That's so forced.
I'm just
Nah.
saying, like, if she thought that this, was an engagement ring and she was really excited for it because she really wanted it, she just started screaming, yes, yes, oh my God, yes. I think the only problem with this is him not saying it straight away.
No. The mom is right. She's a dummy. She should. It's silly.
I think it's such a crap
There has to be a
gift,
proposal
like, you
followed by the
no,
ring.
You just can't gift that to someone.
Yeah, like, obviously you
And
should just
expect
avoid rings. Like, you should necklaces, bracelets, all that stuff. Like, you shouldn't be giving anyone a ring for a present unless, like, it's like, I'm just trying to think, like, like, even if you gave her, like, let's say, like, a Gucci or Dior ring or something, would she not just automatically still assume just like it's a ring?
No, and I'll use us as an example.
Because
listen,
we don't even know. I would like to actually I want to know how the ring looks like.
Yeah, but like for example, a promise ring could look like anything. It could be anything. It's like a promise, right? And like I said, I was gonna use this as an example because for the longest time, you were like, I'm never buying you a ring as a gift because you don't know how it'll be taken, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to be taken the wrong way, right?
Like, obviously.
But when I was like, oh, I really want this ring, like just like as a cute little gift or whatever, and the boundary was very, very, very set, and you knew that there wasn't going to be any slight miscommunication here, you were like, okay, I'll buy it for you.
Yeah, that's the difference though. Like, that was set. Like, that was like,
Yeah.
whatever. I like, once again, I need to see how this ring looks like.
That'd be nice.
Like,
That'd be
if it
nice.
looks like just a normal schmegler ring, the fuck? How you propose?
Hey, people have like
Yes,
promise
I
rings
know.
as like
Yeah, they're like.
whatever.
Anyway,
pennies.
still, I think
Pennies
she was
stuff.
She was jumping to conclusions.
I think she was, but I don't blame her because if this is something she really wanted, she was just really excited.
6 months in, jeez, man. To be
I
honest,
know.
you dodged a bullet there, lad.
I know, but look, It is what it is.
It is
Onto,
what it is.
indeed. On to the next story. Bit of a short one, right? I married my wife for her money.
Ooh.
I've been with her for her money from the moment we started dating. I treated my relationship with her like a second job. I try to be perfect in every way until I ask her to marry me. After contacting a lawyer, I was planning to get a divorce within 2 to 3 years. But I fell in love with her, and she truly changed me from the selfish asshole I once was. She gave me a family. Our 8th wedding anniversary is next month, and I still feel guilty to this day.
At first, I was like, my guy. And then when he said, oh, I plan on divorcing her in 2 to 3 years, I was like, oh, you're gold digging, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, at first, I was like, oh, yeah, money, you stay with her because you like her. But now he's like, no, I only wanted the money, nothing else. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because the fact that he contacted a lawyer, he was dead. Like, he was dead set.
And he fell in love. That's a cute story. That, like,
Had a happy ending.
had a happy ending, you
Yeah.
know? Like, just don't tell her that, though.
Imagine the lawyer
Take it
like
to your grave.
seeking revenge. And it's like,
Nah, yeah, that shit, you take it to your grave. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
yeah.
Don't tell her.
But it's interesting. I guess, the conversation to be had here is like, money and in relationships and potential.
Oh, but that's super common. Like the fucking
Yeah.
there are bare people who just marry like there are bare girls that marry lots of rich guys just for the money and then just want a divorce afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it's super commonplace, and that was my first time ever hearing a story about a guy doing the opposite, which is pretty cool. So, but like, except he played himself by falling in love with her.
How could
See,
you
the
ruin
girls
the
know
plan?
better. They don't ever catch feelings with the guys they're trying to just steal their money from.
Catch flights, not
Yeah.
feeling.
Catch money.
I guess.
But nah, for real. Just take that to your grave.
Never let her know.
Take that to your grave. Oh my God, if you just ever find out, you're never seen rest in your life ever again. Your relationship is doom and gloom, probably divorcing you, and you're getting nothing.
Probably using the same lawyer you wanted to use for divorce. Giving him a job.
No, that's mad. But yeah, no, I think it's pretty commonplace. I think there are a lot of people who marry people just for the wealth. Like, obviously, they kind of care about them, but it's more about the wealth or the status or something than it is really anything else, you know? I feel like most people will marry someone anyway that they deem to be financially stable anyway. Like, they're not going to really be going out here trying to just get someone who's like a bum unless they really love them.
Or like a future prospect.
Yeah, you know, or whatever. So
No, I agree. I think, you know what? I think it's completely valid to want that in a partner. I think okay, I'm gonna reword that, right?
yeah,
I think it's
gold
completely
digger.
no. I think it's completely valid to want your partner to be striving for like a good future for themselves, for like if it is a family that they want, then for the family, and just someone like really ambitious. I think is just it's attractive, you know, it's desirable. I think you'd want that from a partner, but I think you should go like and most of the times it does go from like guys wanting that from their girls as well. I don't know why it's not more of a necessity than it is for the
Because
other way
girls are
around.
weak.
And they fall in love.
Yeah, weak.
Y'all be weak in the knees.
Stand up.
Stand up. Anyway, that was that story. Another short little one. Is paying for webcam girls cheating or not? To me, it is cheating. I posted a few things on here since last night, spiraling downhill with finding out my husband has been paying webcam girls for 2 years behind my back. I'm tired of men on here saying it's not cheating. I literally blocked 2 users messaging me and telling me it's not a form of cheating and that they had done it with their wife as well and was able to get past it and they love their wife. It's cheating. Webcam is more private and personal, especially when they pay for private chats, so the girls do what they ask. It's not the same thing as porn. I would not be this devastated if he had just been watching regular porn stars.
That's a sticky one still. Because I'm thinking about it now. Yes, like I was leaning towards it was cheating. Then I was like, paying for someone's OnlyFans is not cheating. paying for like a porn star's like private page isn't really that bad. I guess I get, but then I also understand her point of like, I guess, like you, like if you pay enough, you can tell them what to do, but it's not really like they're talking to you.
Do you think it's a little bit of emotional cheating if they're like connecting in that way?
You're not connecting with a webcam girl. Like they're not really
saying.
like.
Some men surely pay them to chat.
Unless they just leave your wife, please. Like clearly she's not like she's just terrible for you. You can't even get that emotional chat off her and you have to pay someone else to do it. But no, I'm really leaning on the side that it's not cheating because like I'm thinking of a majority of cases, it's just some random guy like paying for them because like normal porn is just not enough and he wants to see these girls do like what they want and he's willing to pay for that. Like I feel like it's just paying for a transaction. It's like paying for it. Like I don't deep it. Like now it is cheating now if you get into the territory where it's like you'd rather be with this person, you idolize this person, you really want to be with this person, and you're paying for their attention and stuff like that, and you're like, I'd rather this person be my wife than my wife. That's when it's like emotional cheating, as you call it. You know, obviously that's emotional cheating then, but like I think on a base level, like how most people who are paying for it, I don't think it's cheating.
So say you find me paying for webcam male, and I'm just there like chatting to him, and then I'm just like flirty, like, you know, take your shirt off and like all this stuff, and he's talking to me, and you just overhear this conversation.
That's what gets your rocks off.
Really?
Like you're the one wasting the money, not me. Like,
what if it was a friend, but I lied to you? It said it's a webcam male.
What do you mean? Well, that's obviously then like emotional cheating because you're purposely like being like trying to be deceiving about it and stuff.
Okay, so what if it's a random guy that I just met on a night out?
Well, that's different because you met this person and you then chose to go whatever. Like it's a different person if you met this person and they just happen to also be a webcam person and then you're paying for them. That's like kind of different story.
What if there's no pay?
And you're just doing it. If it's not a transaction, then that's fucked. Like
so only if what if it's a male webcam guy, but I'm doing him like he's doing me a solid, like he's letting me go for free.
Then you're finessing the system.
Okay.
That's different. Like,
okay.
You know, like I feel like if it's transactional, just like it's just like have fun wasting your money. You know, like and like whatever gets your rocks off. You know, but like at the same time, it's like it depends. Like there are levels to it. You know, like it depends on like what's coming in, what's coming out, like all that stuff. I think.
Okay, and then what would you say the frequency of it would be? Like you're doing too much?
No, that doesn't matter because like once again, there are people who fucking like jack off every single day. You know, and like it's just because they're addicted to it. Like you know, like you could just be addicted to that, and I'm like it just comes to a point of like. It's not about cheating. It's about whether you as a partner are comfortable with your partner doing this or not. You know, that's why I said it's not cheating. It's more about your comfortability levels.
No, you call it cheating.
No,
you call it very
it
much
depends.
cheating.
It depends. I don't think it's cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's cheating.
Yeah.
But I think like there are fire levels that could be cheating. But like once again, I don't think it's cheating. I think it's like how comfortable you are with your partner doing so and so.
So to me, cheating is one of those things that you yourself establish as a person, rather than like other people don't see this as cheating, so therefore I'm not going to see this as cheating, or other people see this as cheating, so therefore I must see this as cheating.
Absolutely.
It's just one of those things that you need to talk to your partner about, like openly and honestly, and about like what is cheating to you. And she very, very, very clearly stated that for her this is cheating.
What did she tell him?
I think so, but we don't know.
We don't know.
But what we do know is that the men in the comments were like, no, it isn't. Like, you know, like you're wrong. And you just can't tell someone that how they feel about something is wrong. Sure.
There are some people out there who's like, oh, if you look at the opposite sex, it's cheating. Like,
it can be anything.
Crazy people.
You know what I mean? It can be anything.
Crazy people.
I know. Well, no, if
absolutely crazy.
If that's their boundaries,
go fuck yourself. Limits, that's just crazy.
It is
like,
what it is.
Yeah, it's subjective, but you're so crazy. Subjectively crazy.
Subjectively. On to the next story. Here we go. We went out on a date and he was looking at other girls. For context, I am trying really hard on myself to get out of my depression. So far, my sex drive is coming back and we managed to have awesome sex for the last couple of weeks. I planned a date with my husband, a restaurant, and go to a movie he really wanted to see. Finally, it was a double date with another friend's couple, but I didn't mind. Everything was fine until dinner time. He and the other male friend started rating and mating young and sexy girls passing by. I was okay with the first couple of remarks, since it was more like a joke kind of play. But then, as they were trying to remember the shoe color, he said, "I know she just bit her lips a bit like this. So hot." I swear I heard my heart crack in half. Never did he say to me that I am hot, hell, even beautiful or sexy. Never. And there we are with a magnificent young lady, slim in shape, anonymous, who deserves the right to be called hot. While me, his wife, giving him 2 children, 20 years of my life and body and mental health, can't even have a "wow, you're pretty" today. I just feel like I'm the easy option and I don't need to put much effort in anyway. It ruined my entire mood for the rest of the evening. I barely talked to him or touched him after that. He remarked my attitude and asked me if it was because of him watching other girls. I didn't respond. Otherwise, I could have just broken down in tears right in the middle of the street. I just shrugged it and ignored it. I didn't address the topic since, either because I know he will minimize my feelings. Don't think like that, you overthink everything. And or he will try to bury me in pity compliment that he never think to tell me before. I feel like all these efforts put through are getting out. They're just being thrown out the window.
Well, one, I like to say that there's no way in hell that they've been married for 20 years and he's never called her hot, beautiful, or pretty. Okay. But obviously
she says never. How do we know?
Yeah. But
Maybe,
she's just upset. She's just
maybe
upset.
she meant like maybe it was after he won her over that he never.
I highly doubt that. 20 years, please, God.
I don't like when you take these stories with like, I'm gonna add my own context
I'm
to
just
it.
saying,
Take it for face value.
Okay, I take it for face value, but let's be honest, the likelihood of it is very unlikely.
Some men
statistically.
Some men just don't love the women like that.
Right.
I know a man who.
Okay. Fair. We'll take it face value. Yeah, you and your other boy, you're dummies. If you don't do that in front of your gals. You do that behind closed doors with your friends. You don't do that in front of your gals. That's dumb as fuck. It's dumb as hell. Like, it's disrespectful. You don't do that in front of your partner. And then
I like that you added in disrespectful. I thought you were gonna stop at dumb, and I'm like, come on.
No, it's disrespectful.
It's more than that.
It's disrespectful, and and it's one of those things that you definitely don't do, and especially you don't be rain. Oh my God. And then being like, "Oh, hot as hell, bro."
She bit her lip.
Respect yourself. Your girl is in front of you. So I can't side with him. Like, he's the asshole in this scenario because he should have just done it when she wasn't there. Like, not.
Yeah, if you really wanted to. But
like,
I would hope that he's not making it obvious to that girl so that she doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Obviously, yeah. It kind of sounded like they were doing it like low key kind of thing, but like at the same time, like it was just.
These be the type of men.
Don't be stupid. Like, fucking hell. Like,
these are the type of women who can be blatantly disrespectful to their spouses while they're right there to make it very obvious to the other person. So everyone in the situation is uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it's very dumb. Like I literally cannot protect you here, G. You did this to yourself. You are big dummy dumb. Big dumb.
How would you react if your partner did this to you?
I don't give a fuck. I'm the wrong person to be asking this.
I know you're lying.
What? I don't give a shit if you say that guys are good looking. I'm like, once again,
it's not saying guys are good looking. It's not
like
that.
You rating guys or your friends is just calm, whatever. It's just like, it's whatever. Like.
No, it's like you're the exact same scenario. We're sitting and we're like, oh my God, look at him. Look at the way he like winked at me and stuff.
I wouldn't care.
Oh my God, you're so full of shit.
I'm not full of shit. I just generally don't give a fuck.
No,
like,
you're lying.
But there's been bare times you and your friends have been like, oh, that guy's good looking. This guy's attractive. This guy's. But I don't care.
I just said there's a difference.
How is there a
Because even she
difference?
said at the start of it, I was okay with it because it's just acknowledging that someone's good looking.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
But when it gets to making
Yeah,
like
but once
remarks and
again, everyone has
comments,
different levels of what they can tolerate, and I just don't give a fuck, like,
I don't
because
still
it's just
believe
like, yeah, whatever, like, she's saying whatever, like, in the end of the day, like, you're going home with me. Now, it's a different story if you're like, oh yeah, I'd rather him than you. Then if you said those words, then I'd be vexed.
so
But if
are you like okay with me just like openly flirting with some guy?
no, because
while
that's
we're
different
sitting
from
across?
you and your friend talking about, oh, this guy's attractive, this girl's attractive, this
But
person's
like
attractive.
the way he was like, oh, she was like biting her lip.
He's like, oh yeah, that's
whatever.
hot. Yeah, it's like a dude being with his friend and being like, damn, the way she was walking was hot.
So do
You
you have any
know?
respect for yourself?
I have lots of respect for myself.
So you would just be like, yeah, that's just how my wife talks about other males around
I
me.
couldn't give a fuck. Like, it's like I'm not so insecure in
It's not about insecurity.
in myself that
it is
I
zero. No, it has
for
absolutely
me
nothing to do with
personally, as you
insecurity.
said, subjective. I feel like I personally am just like so like nonchalant. I'm like, it's really not that deep. Like,
I think you should respect yourself more.
I think I respect myself a lot.
No, I
So,
think I'm not blatantly disrespectful to
you know,
you.
like,
But if I was, I would want you to respect yourself a bit more.
like that. I think there's a big difference between saying finding people attractive and saying, oh, this person's attractive, and being like, oh, this person's attractive, I want to be with them. Do you get me? I think there's a fine line difference between those
I'm
two.
not gonna be sitting here while licking my lips at some man
I'm like,
and just
that.
accept
Well,
that.
no, because you're thinking of like what you're describing is, oh, this person is very attractive, I want to be with them.
And you're saying this husband doesn't sound like he wants to be with this.
No, I think they're
man?
just saying those girls
Oh
are
my
hot.
God,
To be honest, because
this is full of
guys
shit,
are just
full of
out here
shit,
being
full
like,
of
damn
shit.
man, she's fine as hell.
No.
But obviously, don't do that, guys. It's wrong.
Yeah, don't objectify women like that.
Disgusting.
Anyway, Farouk, respect yourself, baby. On to the next story. Okay. This is a juicy one, right? Wife didn't tell me about her major hair loss issue. I married my current wife in February 2022 via arranged marriage. We met 3 times before the wedding, as we both lived in different cities and that were far apart. All the 3 times, things seemed fine, but now after marriage, I started observing that her scalp is visible and she has major hair loss problems. When I talked to her about it, When I talked to her about it as it was bothering me, she told me that she has major hair loss issues and she has tried several treatments over the last couple of years, which didn't help. So now she keeps mentioning that she will control her diet by having a very strict vegan diet for the rest of her life, and that will reduce the amount of hair fall. This means even I'll have to accept that diet. I think she might have worn a hair extender all times she met me or arranged her hair in a very specific way to ensure her scalp is covered. Things are getting worse with each month and her scalp is now more and more visible, and I'm afraid she will lose all her hair in the next couple of years. I've gone into depression because of this. I'm very well settled with my pretty good job and make good money. It has hurt me because I choose arranged marriage because I thought my parents would be happy. They are more happy than me for sure. Make what you will of this.
One, you should have went into arranged marriage in the first place, bro. That was a bad decision.
Maybe that's the culture.
Yeah.
There are some cultures. Let's
That's
just
kind of like, but you should try to avoid if you can, like. But 2, just leave. If you don't like that she's getting bald, just leave. Like, it's really not that deep, you know. Like, obviously, like, yeah, it's like you shouldn't be caring about like whatever, this is someone you care about. But once again, as I always say, like, they're fuck what everyone else thinks, do what makes you happy. And if you're not happy because of her hair thing, everyone else can think you're an asshole, but you do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, they're not the one married to her, you are. So like, you might as well leave. But it looks so bad. It looks like such a bad reason for
why are you
leaving.
leaving?
But as I said, you shouldn't give a fuck about what anyone else says besides yourself.
I think, do you know what? Like, there's so many guys going to Turkey getting their like hair transplants.
Yeah, I was
He
about to
says
say,
he's
I was
well
like,
off and has lots of money, so why can't he just like pay for that?
I was just thinking, the moment you were talking about the story, I was just like, She's like, I tried everything. I'll try vegan. I was like, you go try turkey. But obviously, like, once again, you don't have to. Like, why should she have to get a
But
hair
clearly,
transplant?
she wants to make a change because
That's
otherwise
that's
she
because
wouldn't
she wants to
say.
keep him happy. I think. I don't think it's because
Okay,
of
because she
herself.
wants to. But
Yeah, like if it's for herself, that's a different story. But I'm saying, like, from the scene, it looks like she's like being like, "Oh no, I'll try on my best. I'll do whatever,
to
like,
look good for you,
like,
kind of
whatever
thing.
kind of thing." And and that's why he should leave, because he should be putting her in a weird position because she needs to look a certain way for him.
Yeah.
Just leave. If you don't like her shiny head, just leave. Like, it's like someone else will like send to go and be like, "I love you, babes."
Disrespectful. Look, I think there is the root of civil conversation where he could be like,
No.
no, listen, where he could be like, hey, this is kind of upsetting me, and I don't know if it's upsetting you. I was thinking maybe I could like pay for a hair transplant. We could go to Turkey because
Did you read that story? Did he sound civil? No, he didn't.
he
He's
didn't
not.
sound.
He's not
civil,
talking.
no.
He's not civil. There's no civil route. Let's be honest. Even if you were a civil person, there is no civil route here. You asking them to go get a hair transplant is disrespectful, right?
I don't think so.
Like,
because
unless they are hated so much and they come to you, you don't go to them. They have to come
I
to
don't
you.
know. I think like a lot of women. Oh, I've always heard women make fun of their husbands like balding.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, because women are dickheads.
I see your hairline's moving a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Play by the
Anyway, moral of the story is, man, just leave, right?
I don't know. I think there's a civil route if you wanted to.
It's so disrespectful for you as the other person to come
But is it
talk
though?
about your partner's hairline. I feel
I
like
don't
it
know.
is. I think it's
I
rude.
don't think so because for me it's like
Like, tell me you don't like it, but don't be telling me I need you to go to Turkey.
but
Just
it's
be like,
not a need. It's
I'm
like
not into.
I'm doing this for you. Cause think about it. This is
You think about how that sounds.
No,
Think about that sound.
listen.
I'm doing this for you.
no. Listen. This definitely, if I was her, it would be a big insecurity for me.
For you.
No, but listen. So in that scenario, I would feel like if you came to me and with a solution, I'd be so happy. But whereas I can't come to you and be like, "Hey, do you want to pay for me to go to Turkey to get mine?"
Yeah, you can.
What? It's just a bit weird.
It's a
'cause
win-win scenario for him.
He'd be like, "Here,
Money.
take the money."
But once again, just leave. So someone else can go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they just need to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, have a little chat.
A little
sit them
chit chat.
down.
Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Anyways, on to another hair loss story somehow. some way.
Damn. We're
I don't
really
know.
ending the day with a hair loss story.
It is what it is. So, am I the asshole for making fun of my partner's hair loss?
This is a woman doing it to a man, isn't it?
Like, you just kind of know. Okay. Title sounds bad, I know. This has been an ongoing argument between my partner and I for almost 6 months now. I feel like I'll never hear the end of it. Backstory. I, 23 female, am a naturally fair-skinned girl. I'm also cursed with pretty dark body hairs, which makes upkeep a complete pain. I shave my legs, and 2 days later I have dark prickles of hair that I can't shave again for another 1.5 weeks or so without causing some pretty painful razor burn. It is something that has been bothering me for a long time, as it takes away a lot of my freedom in the warmer season, and I have to pick and choose what events I can show my legs at. This year, I was invited to go with my partner to his family's Christmas Day lunch, which I was pretty excited for. A few days before the lunch, my partner and I were also invited to a New Year's pool party at his friend's place. Of course, this filled me with dread because I knew that by this point my legs would look freaking terrible in a swimsuit. I decided to go to both and found a gorgeous summer maxi dress to wear for New Year's Day. I thought I'd just relax by the pool on the banana lounge and also help the host organize the BBQ lunch. After the lunch, I was laying out with a few of the other ladies while our partners were all mucking about in the pool doing cannonballs. My friend's partner 25 male, asked me why I wasn't swimming, and I let him know I just wasn't feeling like it that day and I'd rather lay in the shade. At this point, my partner got back out of the pool and I assumed he was going to jump back in like the usual. Instead, he came over to me, lifted up the bottom of my dress, revealing my legs, and exclaimed, "She isn't swimming today 'cause she's as hairy as a fucking bear." I I grabbed my dress and pulled it back down, quite embarrassed, and shot him a very angry look. There was a few chuckles, but mostly awkward silence. I was mortified. He knows how self-conscious I am about this. In my anger, I then bit back and said, "Maybe we can transplant some of my leg hair to the nice bald patch you've been brewing."
Very nice. Very good.
This was also met with a few chuckles, followed by even more awkward silence. My partner then stormed off from the pool and went inside to get dry. He got changed into his dry clothes and came out and said that we're leaving. I felt really bad, especially for the host, so I apologized to them and said they could keep my salad bowls I had brought over. My partner and I have never spoken about his hair loss before. When I said this, I did know that it likely bothered him by saying that I found photos on his phone of him taking pictures of the top of his head where the hair loss started. I just feel it was hypocritical that he could create a whole situation and my security wasn't off limits, but his is. I know I didn't handle myself the best here.
No, you handled yourself perfectly, love. All is fair in love and war. This motherfucker, he couldn't take what he dished out. He literally couldn't take what he dished out. He literally said, "She's hairy as a bear." Like, you can see my reaction. You saw my reaction. I was like, what the fuck? Like, hair is a bear. No, well, yeah. Well, you can use some of that hair for your bald ass head, boy. So bald, your shiny, reflecting, blinding niggas' heads.
Do you know what? I think if you came back to me with that comeback, I'd just laugh.
Like,
how are you gonna be hurt? Like, I insulted you first.
How are you?
How am I gonna be hurt?
Like, you're such a bitch. The way you're storming off, you're such a bitch. Like, that was a très magnifique comeback. Yeah. It was perfectly timed, well executed, thought provoking. You know, I had to really philosophize that. You know, that was a good response, and you couldn't take, and you were like, "Oh, he's hairy like a bear," and now my shiny head, I'm hurt. Shut the fuck up. See, I was actually gonna feel bad from based off the story, like the title of the story, like, oh, look, another woman assaulting her bald ass man, you know, but no, you were the one at fault. It was your fault. You caused this to happen.
Yeah. I think it was so uncalled for and disrespectful to come over and lift up her dress in front of people.
I thought he was like gonna like lift her up and like throw her into the pool or something. And then her hair was like on show and she felt uncomfortable. Yeah. Then I'm like, yeah, okay, kind of makes sense. But no, this one definitely makes sense. This 100% makes sense. Stupido.
Rude. I think I would have just liked that comeback anyway. Like, just be like,
what a silly man.
You can use some of my hair for your ball.
Bald ass head, boy. Shiny little hand, boy.
But at the same time, I feel if this is how they're going to continue speaking with each other, there's an update. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, read the update and we'll end it at that.
Okay. Just because, you know, I guess it's good to go over this. Okay, so update. For everyone, I sat him down when we both finished work and he came over just a little over an hour ago. It was a very short conversation. I started the conversation by stating that I would like to clear the air and resentment in the relationship. His response to this was, "Are you going to finally apologize?" I just about died inside. I asked him what I should be apologizing for, and he said the comments I made about his hair at the New Year's party. I then suggested that perhaps we should apologize in sequence of events, so he should go first. He said then that there's no way he's apologizing to me after what I said because Sorry, I said that wrong. He said that there's no way he is apologizing me after what I said because I crossed the line. I asked him what about him crossing the line with my boundaries and humiliating me. He said it isn't the same because I could have just shaved it off and we'd be done with it, whereas his situation could be permanent. I said that my situation would have remained permanent if I didn't do something about it. He then went quiet and started to shut down, telling me he doesn't want to talk. I told him I don't want his company if he can't have an adult open conversation with me. He left. I will be dumping him tomorrow. I didn't sign adoption papers. I never wanted this man baby.
Absolutely. Leave that girl. I mean, leave that guy.
Yeah.
Useless. Waste youth. Oh my God. It's not the same. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Very nice update though.
I'm so glad she left him. He is a big baby. She has signed adoption papers and now she's going to rip them apart. It was stupid man.
Honestly, the disrespect.
What a waste of time.
I don't know. This kind of like hissy fit sometimes, especially when it comes from guys. It's like so icky. Like, you're 40 years old.
I think when it comes from anybody, it's a fucking ick.
I don't know. I allow it from women. I think women are allowed to be emotional.
Isn't that beautiful? Like, let us note that is allowing women to be big babies, but guys aren't allowed to be big babies.
I think women are allowed to.
No one should be allowed to be big babies.
To me, I'm like, women just go through too much in life, too much hormonal changes, too much everything. They're allowed. I'm gonna coddle them all. But men.
Yeah. No one should be big babies, and I hope you enjoy your shiny ass head, boy. Yo.
I'm just kidding. But hey, I'm very open to coddling men too. Just don't throw a hissy fit.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, till next time.
Peace.
Peace.